Hey there everyone, Michael here. I want to take a quick minute to talk to you about Disneyland. You know, I realized I went on my trip in May of this past year, 2016, and it was a fantastic trip, but I realized I came back and I really didn't say anything about it. So I want to tell you a couple of my thoughts, my general thinking behind Disneyland, and if I hope to go back, when I hope to go back, all that good stuff. So in total, I loved my trip. This was my first official trip to Disneyland. I have been to Disneyland only once before. It was only for like a day and a half. I was taking my brother to college, and we were only there for like a day and a half. It was rushed. I didn't really count it. This was my first official trip, May of 2016. It was magical. It was absolutely magical. I had a great time. It was an unbelievable trip. When I was at Disneyland, I was there for 5 days. I got the 5-day ticket. I was able to spend all 5 in the park. And let me tell you, in those 5 days, I was able to see a majority of what Disneyland had to offer. When I was at Disneyland, I had a chance to do just about everything. It was amazing how much I was able to get in just 5 days. I was kind of surprised too, because as someone who's a Disney World goer, I'm not the kind of guy that can like see everything all at once. But in 5 days, I was able to do 90% plus of what there is to do at Disneyland, which for me was like a shocker. So then I had to like relax and be like, I can take this all in now. I don't have to run around. And that's something that I keep finding myself doing that. I keep doing that. I keep running around and saying, you know, I gotta get to these parks, I gotta do this, I gotta ride on this ride, I gotta do all these great things, and they're fun, but I miss out on the magic, and that's something I don't want you to do. Don't do that. It's so tempting, and I fall into the trap every time. I run to the ride, and I'm rushing, and I'm doing my thing, and then the day is gone, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, I missed Disneyland, kind of. You didn't miss it because you rode the rides, but just relax. I think that's my biggest piece of advice at any Disney park. Relax, look, take it all in, observe. Let these cameras do a little bit of work here. They're really good. Let them do some work. On my 3rd day, I realized, you know what, I'm just rushing through this. I gotta relax, sit back, grab some Ghirardelli, look at Disneyland, look at California Adventure, relax, and that's what I did. So it was great to be able to do that at a Disney park, and I was able to visit all 3 of the Disney resorts. So there was so much that I was able to see and do in just 5 days. So if you're a Disney World goer and you're going to Disneyland, that's something you're gonna notice. Disneyland is definitely very nostalgic. For me, I was able to go there. I saw the fire station, I saw Walt's lamp in the fire station. That, to me, that was such an incredible moment. I don't know why it was so meaningful to me. You know, this is Walt's dream, this is Walt's park. I keep saying that, but it's so important to remember that this was one man's dream. And I know it's a quote, you know, sticker quote right there. But it's one man's dream, and it's that man and his light. And when I saw that, I was emotional. I really was. I'll be honest with you. I was emotional when I saw that light. So that was a powerful moment for me. I loved seeing the Hatbox Ghost in Haunted Mansion. I don't know if you've seen that before, but in Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, it's different from Disney World. Just a little bit different. There are subtle differences. One of them is the Hatbox Ghost. He's holding a box, and his head like mysteriously goes from his head to the box. It's really cool to see that. So that was a really cool new thing at Disneyland. Also, I love the Matterhorn and the side-by-side seating in Space Mountain, and it was Hyperspace Mountain when I was there. So it was a combination of great things at Disneyland that I was able to see and do. It was just an incredible experience. And there are new things. So people who say, no, it's no different, it's the same thing in California, it's not. It is not the same thing. It's a different feel. It's similar, but it's a different feel. And California Adventure is completely different from just about anything we have at Disney World. California Screaming was a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd like it because I'm not usually like a super high intense roller coaster. I do love Rock and Roller Coaster though, so it's kind of like there's a barrier where I don't know if I like it. I'm a little nervous of it. But I did California Screaming like 4 times. It was so much fun, and I was able to walk on like every time. I don't know, maybe I was there like a good time. I don't know, but it was a walk on like 3 out of 4 times, and maybe 5-minute wait. So I don't know why. Maybe someone from Disneyland can tell me in the comments, but I walked on, so that was pretty impressive. Also, I don't know where I was, but there was this spot near the boardwalk across the street from Ghirardelli where they have like the bread making process. If you know what the name of this place is that I'm thinking of, let me know, but I've forgotten it. And I was sitting in there, I was having some like a bread bowl. It was really, really good. And you could see the bakers making the bread. There was a machine, it was all going around, you could see it going over. It was so cool. You could see bread making. That was just fun. I liked that. Visiting the downtown Disney area and Disneyland is definitely a unique experience. It's not like Disney World but it has its similarities. So the monorail unfortunately was down when I went, so that's a reason for me to go back right there. That is a reason for me to go back to Disneyland. So even though the monorail was down, I explored the whole downtown Disney area, and it was really cool to see it kind of all together. It was similar but not the same, and it's definitely even more different now that Disney Springs at Walt Disney World has changed so much. Also news, I've heard Sprinkles Cupcakes is almost done with construction at Disneyland, so those who are out there, that is something great. Definitely try it if you're in Disneyland or you're close by. That's worth trying. Definitely try it. One of my favorite parts about going to Disneyland this past year was the Diamond Celebration. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I was able to take pictures with all of the characters in their diamond outfits, which was like a mission. I was on a mission to do that. I wanted to make sure I was able to get a picture with all the characters, so that was a lot of fun. This is a little bit hard to admit because I do love meats. I love steak.
The beef strip loin at the Blue Bayou, medium rare, the best piece of meat I have ever had.
I say that without hesitation or reservation, the best steak of my life at the Blue Bayou in Disneyland. Hands down. And I thought the best steak I'd ever had was at Be Our Guest for dinner, and it is a fantastic steak. Try that steak. Or in Le Cellier in Epcot, those steaks are amazing, but I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a special cut. Maybe it was just a random thing. But the best steak I have ever tried was at the Blue Bayou. It is worth it. Definitely give it a try. Let me know if I'm just crazy here, because I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just in awe of the Blue Bayou and the fact that we were sitting there and you could basically wave to the people on Pirates of the Caribbean. By the way, I wish we had that at Disney World, because that was so cool. I'd love to just be like, hey, and then they'd like talk to you. People would like shout from the boat sometimes, be like, how's the food? And be like, oh, it's fantastic. And then some people would be like, throw me some bread. So funny. That was so funny. People would be like, throw me bread. And I was sitting at the table like right next to the water. I asked for it. Definitely ask for that, by the way. It's really cool. But that steak, I can't get over it. I cannot get over that steak. And if you haven't tried it, give it a try. Let me know. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know. I had a chance to visit all the Disneyland resorts, but I didn't get to stay in them this time. Probably next time. It was just too last minute. I couldn't figure it out. So I stayed at one of the close by hotels, which was really nice, by the way. Very easy to walk to and from the entrance. No problem. But the Disneyland resorts I did visit, and they were really, really cool. In one of the Disneyland resorts, maybe someone from Disneyland who knows it well can tell me, but I can't remember which one it was, but there's this giant map of Disneyland, and it's just so cool. You can see all the really fine details that were thought through in Disneyland. The Disneyland resorts in total were amazing. I didn't get a chance to go in any of the rooms, but from the outside and from the lobby area, they were incredible. I had a chance to go to Trader Sam's, the original Trader Sam's at Disneyland. Very, very cool. But now that we have it at Disney World, it's very similar, so I like that one as well. Overall, my trip to Disneyland was incredible. I had a fantastic time. I would go again, and I hope to in the future. My priority for next year, for 2017, is a Disney cruise. That's my priority. Gotta get on a Disney cruise because I haven't done that. I want to do it. But then there are so many other things too I want to do. I want to do Alani and Hawaii. I want to do Euro Disney, Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea. I have plans for the future like you wouldn't believe, let me tell you. Can't wait to share more of it with you. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Disneyland, Disney World, anything that I said was crazy. Let me know. Until next time, have a magical day.